really pretty friend. Isn't she pretty?
Oh, stop it right now. You are gorgeous. What's your name?
Alyssa.
Alyssa, you are so gorgeous.
Do you like Marina's eyelashes?
Do you like my lashes? Sometimes they poke me in the eyes.
Yeah, they hurt. They're hard to get on.
Well, these are the magnetic ones.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't even know where I got them from, but I love them. What's up, healers? We're like live. I'm like, hey, what's going on?
Okay.
All right, let me just make sure. Yes, we're live. We're live. All right, awesome. So here we go, healers. Speaker alert. Bing, 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 bing. I don't know what that is. I think that's a noise that is like an exciting noise. Bing, 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 bing. But we have the one and only Michelle Cunningham with us today. And this title had me so freaking excited. So buckle your seatbelt. We've got a jam-packed she has a jam-packed training for you. And just a reminder, the Slay Online sales tickets are on sale. So you can get your ticket for the virtual summit July 30th and 31st. And Michelle, I get to hug you in person in July.
I know.
I'm like so excited about this. So if you don't know Michelle, you're living under a rock. She wrote the book, Do It Anyway, Girl. And I've got to tell you, like, I just love the way you bring it. I just love your style and the way you train. It's just so 100. And so I appreciate you. What's up, everyone? Do me a favor, share this with your homies. And I'm going to shut up and I'm going to hand it over to you, boo.
All right, boo. Oh, I love you. Gosh, I just started on Peloton and there's this guy named Cody. And at the end, he says, hey, boo. Bye, boo. He reminds me of you. You would love that guy. He's crazy.
That's the one everybody's obsessed with, right?
Cody Rigsby.
Yes.
Nuts. Like, I just love people that are just who they are. They're just nuts. And the guy is totally nuts. Like, he says stuff, you're like, whoa, that was so crazy. But I love him just for that because he's nuts. So I'm excited to be here. So I am training today on building your online brand and how that brand can bring in new reps to your team on autopilot. And like mine was like this very awesome accident. That is my daughter. She's not an accident. She's a gift. She's a little angel baby. But excuse me, she's home from school. She's here to play. But so let me show you I got some slides. Can I share my screen? Share screen. Okay. Barbie's head just fell off. That was the incident right before we went live. To all the moms out there. Okay. So yeah, I like it. I'm a visual person, so I like to show things. So here we go. Okay. So this is just a little background on who I am. Oh, it says I live in Ohio. We just moved to North Carolina. I got to change that. And my kids are now 5 and 9. But anyway, this is just a little background of who I am. I grew up incredibly poor. I had a single mom with 3 kids. And I've been in direct sales for the past 17 years. I actually left the industry a little bit over almost 2 years ago because that's part of the story. It's all good. But I, for the first 6 years, was too nervous and too shy to tell anybody that I was involved. And, I'll tell you, 6 years ago, I started making YouTube videos. Like, just because I was starting to have success in my business, I was starting I was hosting home parties, right? I was a home party rep. So, okay, Mommy, I'll be with you in just a little bit. Can you go play and make me some jewelry? Go make some jewelry and we'll do a little giveaway. Okay, thank you. I love you. Okay, so anyway, 6 years ago, I started making YouTube videos because I was, as an introvert from humble beginnings with, single mom, we had no money. We were very poor. And so I started hosting home parties and having some success without talking to people. I'm not the kind of person that likes to talk to people, walk up to strangers. It's not my thing. And so I started making YouTube videos and showing that to people. And honestly, the reason I made those YouTube videos was I liked that people were like, thank you, this was super duper helpful. Like, that's literally why I made them. And so I made those videos. Hey, Louie, off the chair for now, baby. You can do that later. It's a bit loud. She's like riding a chair all around the kitchen. So started making these YouTube videos. And what is so crazy is that within a few months of creating those videos, I started to have people reaching out to me asking to join my team. And because of that, I was able to build a team of over 1,000 reps, people finding me online and keep growing and growing. And we sold over 8 figures in products. And I was repeatedly a 6-figure per year earner. And so and what's crazy about that is a lot of my success came from the online presence that I had. And so if you're like, man, I wish I could supercharge my business, right? I was a home party rep. So very different than how Marina's built her new business. But like, I was hustling. It was a lot of work, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I could have had an online presence and had people like reaching out to me. And when that started to happen, that's when trips started happening for my company, luxury cars. I was on a billboard in Times Square, commission checks, the whole thing all started to happen. But ultimately, I'm still just a regular girl who came from humble beginnings. But I believe that this is possible for anybody when you just decide to be louder, prouder, bolder, and in charge, which is what I decided to do. Now, I also say this, when I first started making my videos, I did not have a big team. I think there was like 30 people on my team. Okay. I had, a few hundred customers. I wasn't like I was some amazing top level leader. Okay. No, I was just kind of a regular person. Right. But I was bored one day and I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a YouTube channel. And I remember a voice in the back of my head, which you may have this voice from time to time, that said, who do you think you are? Like, you're not the people that are on stage waving that's winning all the big $1 million commission checks. Who do you think you are? And I was like, well, I think that I could help somebody who hasn't reached what I've reached yet, right? And you have to remember that there is somebody out there that just wants to reach the level you've reached. So you are the perfect person to train someone who wants to reach the level you've achieved. So think about the amount of people out there that haven't done that. You could have recruited one person. You could have sold $300. You could have figured out how to log into your back office, but like, you know how to do something that someone else hasn't done yet, right? And so I said, okay, fine. I'm gonna make a little YouTube channel. And at first I didn't know what I was doing because I was like, I'll just make a channel about organizing because I was like just trying to figure out what my brand was going to be. I was going to be an organizing guru. And so I start this organizing channel. I feel like we should go on a field trip. I'm taking you there. Let's go. It's funny. So I start this channel, not knowing what I'm doing, youtube.com/She Is Organized. This is my first channel. What's fantastic about it is I don't even know how to fit the banner in the space up here. That's how clueless I was. I make 6 videos. I somehow end up with 912 subscribers, and some of my videos get 4,000 views. And then I quit because I realized I hate organizing. That was my first channel. Okay. Now I share that because sometimes you go to start your brand and you're like, I don't know what mine could be about. Well, mine was about organizing. And then I realized I hated filming them because I had to like organize things to film a video. And I'm like, I don't want to organize today. It's like cleaning. That's not enjoyable. So then I read somewhere or maybe just some Jesus moment where it's like, actually, why don't you make something that you actually like to talk about? Oh, that's a good idea. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'll just tell people like how I'm an introvert and like how I built this business without talking to people, like how I do it by texting and how I use Facebook and how I'm doing it. So that's what I started to do. Just a little YouTube channel sharing those things, okay? And what started to happen is I first wanted to show, let me just take this slide first. I wanted to show others how to do the same. I felt really blessed for the success I was having. So I started to kind of document my journey, but I didn't know how to make videos, right? And I decided to do YouTube. There's a million platforms now. You could do TikTok. You can do whatever platform you want. I chose YouTube. Why? I don't know why. I just picked it because I was following some people on YouTube. All right. So I started sharing my tips, my scripts, how I was just a regular mom. I'd have my kids in the background. They were like, throwing food on the ground. And I would just put one new video a week while I was kind of learning what I was doing. And what started to happen is I was like, what? People started to watch my videos. Okay. And we can go on a field trip. I'll show you this channel, but this was one of my most viewed videos. Why I don't put book parties first. I didn't even clean my office. I was just like in like probably a t-shirt that had like baby throw up on it. And what is so crazy about this video is the Today Show picked this video up and put me on the Today Show. And that was like, someone's like, you were just on the Today Show. I'm like, no, actually I wasn't because I would have remembered that. And they're like, no. And I legitimately was on the Today Show. Okay. Which is crazy that they could just pull your video and put you on the Today Show. But I've been on the Today Show. Thank you. I didn't know I was, but I was, which was even more fantastic. I didn't even have to get ready, So I'm gonna take you on a field trip over to that, but because something even cooler happens. I mean, the story just is fantastic. And I share this not to brag or impress. Here's a great line. If you ever want to brag, you say this. I don't share this to impress you, but to impress upon you that this is possible for you. So anytime you want to say something that's braggadocious, that's the best line ever. Okay, so here's my channel, direct sales, Michelle. Okay. I don't have 1 million followers. No. I have
Hey there, are you involved?
Whoa, she's loud. 29,000 followers. Okay. And I have another channel that has probably another 25,000. But the point is, this became my passion. And I finally figured out how to make my banner fit. Duh. Canva didn't exist when I first started. I was pretty clueless. But, and people are like, how'd you get followers? I'm like, I don't know. I honestly do not know. I didn't do SEO right. I didn't do any of that stuff right. I just made videos that people like found helpful and somehow people followed them. There you go. That's my strategy. Okay. So really, it's probably the strategy is just get started. Okay. So something cooler happened. Then I went to bed. Okay. I put the first video out there. I go to bed that night. And the next morning, I'm like drinking my coffee. Good morning. And I opened my computer. And I was like, whoa. Because something even cooler happened. When I was sleeping, people were thanking me. People were learning from me when I wasn't even awake. And that moment became my addiction with video. Like, are you kidding me? I can make one video. I can train people when I'm sleeping. I can impact lives. I can help people have a better life. That's pretty addicting. And these moments, these comments that would flood into my email became my addiction, which is why I kept making videos. Really, that's the only reason. Someone came over, she was in my same company, but not on my team. But she's like, girl, why do you have that YouTube channel though? Why are you doing it? How do you make money? And I'm like, oh, I don't. But I remember thinking, you can make money? How could you make money? I just do them because I like I like to get these comments from people. Like Stephanie said, I'm so cute and a good mom. Oh, thanks, Stephanie. Like literally, that's why I started a YouTube channel. I don't know what that means I am, but a weirdo or something. But I just like people to tell me that nice things. Okay. That was my strategy. So I just kept making videos so people would say nice things. And that's it. And I was changing their life. And I'm like, this is fantastic. I help them. They like me. This is like friends. It's like friends all over the place. Okay. So if you're like, I just need a little more like happiness in my life, I'm like, make a YouTube channel. You will meet so many nice, fabulous people. Okay. So, but here I am sleeping and changing lives. And my heart felt so full that I was having impact, yet also being like told about the impact. It was kind of this like, whoa, that's so crazy. But I had this massive light bulb moment. Okay. If I could just make more videos, I could actually help even more people, like more of them. Like, why don't I just make more? I could be like this little virtual friend and I could like help a lot of people. I'd be like the little red boat. I'd be like, come on, little boats, right? And I would be helping people. So I committed to one video per week. And when I say that, I committed inconsistently to one video per week. There were weeks when my kids were crawling on my head so much so that I couldn't even put any mascara on to look somewhat like a human. So there was no video that week. I was like, sorry. And, I don't know if you follow Laura Cleary. She's a comedian, but she just had kids. She is fantastic. She doesn't care. She is like breastfeeding and she's got like milk spilling out and vomit over here and she goes live. It's the most fantastic thing I've ever seen. So there's something to be said for that. And her stuff gets shared virally because it's like, oh, that is so crazy. So you can also be crazy. Okay. But here's what started to happen by accident. People were watching and learning and they started to interact and subscribe. How? I don't really know. I might have said, hey, if you like this, subscribe, but not consistently. They raved about the videos. They commented with nice words. My subscribers slowly grew, not overnight, slowly grew. I met new friends online. My heart felt really full. And then some really crazy stuff happened. As I was helping people through the computer, serving network marketers and just like telling them some stuff and just enjoying their comments, I had someone find me online and message me, hey girl, I've been following you for a while now. I like your style. I'm thinking of joining a home party business, wondering if I can join yours. And like my reaction was like, this is a scam, dude. There is no way that someone online wants to join my team. That's a scam. And I messaged my mentor and I was like, Maggie's the lady that drives the luxury car that's made $3 million. I go, she goes, oh yeah, no. Anyone that finds you online, that it's too good to be true. That's a scam. I'm like, yeah, I thought. But in a moment of curiosity, I decided to call the person. And like I talked to the person and they are super friendly and they're so outgoing and they're super excited. And I'm like, you're awesome. And they're like me. They have kids like me. I have hypothyroidism. They have hypothyroidism. I like to go run. They like to run. Like we were like the same human. That person joined my team and went on to become a rock star. Okay. So I was like, whoa, that's so crazy. I'm just like this regular mom. I'm like randomly sleeping. And then like people see me as an authority. And then they're like asking to join my team, which is nuts because like I'm just a regular mom, right? Still feel that way. Just a regular mom. How did this happen? Okay. But then it happened again. Hey, I love your kids. I love your product to use. Can I buy from you? What's your website? From my YouTube. They're finding me. It happened again. Hey, I've been so nervous to message you because you're like a celebrity to me. Like literally someone said that to me. People say that to me a lot. And I'm like, no, I'm so sorry. You're getting that one twisted. I am just a regular mom. Okay. But what's so crazy is other friends of mine that I've helped start YouTube channels. They say, oh my gosh, so crazy how people think I'm like a celebrity. I'm like, I know, it's just crazy. The regular people just become celebrities in this YouTube world. It's nuts. Okay. But then people started to want to join my team. Okay. And it kept happening. Strangers have been watching your videos. You seem so successful. Can I join your team? Okay. And it started to trickle in more and more. And I only spent about 1 to 3 hours a week creating one video. And that simple action really is what changed my life. Like if I could give video a hug and be like, hey, love you. I would give video a hug and take it on a date because video changed my life forever. When I decided, you know what? Who do you think you are? How about let's ignore that thought? How about you are someone of value? There are people that haven't been down the path you have been down. They would like to learn from you. Why don't you just start showing up? Right. And so I started just showing up and I kept continuing to work my business like normal, hosting home parties the regular way in front of clients. But some months, 5 or more people would ask to join my team from my online world. And I didn't find new clients and I'd find new clients organically, like online. People would find me and ask to use my products. Like I would sneak in my product during a Facebook Live where I'd be doing a training and they'd be like, what was that product you just used? I'd be like, oh girl, just send me a message. So I was selling product that way. Then I had a dude that messaged me. He's the CEO. Okay. This is all because I had the audacity to start a YouTube channel. Hey, I'm the CEO of a new startup. We've been watching your YouTube for a while now. While we like your style. Could you come train our company? And I'm like, what? He goes, what's your fee? And I remember talking to my husband and being like, this guy who's the CEO wants to know my fee. And my husband's like, well, what's your fee? I'm like, I don't know. What would you charge? He's like, well, how much do you want to, you don't like leaving the kids. What amount would someone have to pay you for you to leave the kids? I'm like, $2,500. He's like, tell him that's your fee. So I tell CEO dude, that's my fee. And he says, great, I'll send you a check today. And then I fell over dead. Okay. But here's the deal. It's called attraction marketing. It's a regular mom, helps people through video. I started being seen as an authority and you can do the same thing. Because again, I am just a regular mom, right? And I started to create massive passive income. It went from CEO dude to a CD collection, to a USB, to online courses, to a book that's now an Amazon bestseller. And I don't share that to impress you, but to impress upon you that I'm just a regular mom. So I can attribute so much of my fast success in direct sales to my ability to learn to create and edit videos. Like if there's a skill that I would say to someone, like if you want to like really next level, create and edit videos. It is so easy. I learned how to do it on YouTube. I learned how to do it on YouTube. I have iMovie on my Mac. I was like, how do I edit a video? Okay. And because of that, I launched another, it's actually now a 7-figure per year business that teaches others how to have success online because I learned video. And because I also learned one last thing, which is the power of imagery and branding. So I understood, okay, you know, people do this. They're like, let me get a great headshot. I call it the seatbelt selfie. Let me get a great headshot. And they took one good photo one time in the car because the light's really good in there. Right here it is. This is a seatbelt selfie. I'm like, look, I got a great photo. That's the photo they put all over their stuff. They put it, hold on, let me go back to my profile. They put it up here. They put it over here. No. How about one where you show your shoulders, you show your hands so people trust you, and you invest a little bit of time looking pretty good, right? I understood that game. So I got headshots done. I decided on a color theme. I like pink. There you go. That's my color theme. Pink and black, right? And so I started to make a little brand. And then everything that I did, the pages I created, well, I know who do I help? What do I help them with? I help network marketing women like basically succeed. That's what this says in kind of long words. Okay. So that is the secret. And it's a picture, it's video, and it's having the audacity to decide, you know what, dude, I'm just going to like do this. I'm going to just do this. And my hope is that you say, you know what, I actually could just do this, because like, I didn't know all the rules. I probably break a lot of them. I probably could have a million more subscribers, but what I have done is insane. Because again, I didn't really know what I was doing, and I'm still learning as I go. And I think that's the way to do it.
I think that's a piece that's so awesome. And first of all, what an incredible presentation that was, because you just literally hit home with every mom that's out there, every regular person, right? You're not here like, well, here's how you get subscribers and here's the strategy. No, you're like legit, like, here's the real deal of what I did with a consistent showing up and serving. What I love too is you weren't expecting anything in return. You were truly serving.
Yeah. And I think maybe that was the gift, right? That like when this set out to just help, and I did it for like years, like I just set out to help for so long. And then I was like, wait, you can actually make money from this. Like I remember being like, oh, that's so crazy. Like I had an email list of 12,000 people like that I didn't ever really email because I didn't really know what to do with them, other than I was like, hey, I have another video for you. Thanks. Have a nice day. Right. Yeah. So like build an email list in the process. I figured that out from a little branding course I took. But I was pretty messy in the whole process.
Oh, me too.
Right?
Oh, I'm going back now and just fixing blogs, because I'm like, messy. Who put that picture up? What does that link go to? That's a Google Doc. Like I'm literally, we're doing that right now. But we did it without having to be perfect, right? We did it messy, and messy shares a message sometimes.
It does. It's relatable. And it makes everyone realize they can do it. So I actually prefer not to follow the really polished influencers because they get complex. I'm like,
I get anxiety. And then I start questioning myself. Like, wait, am I doing this wrong? I'm like, dude, that's not the right green for my brand, but I like the way that looks. So it's going up today as the background, right? Like that's because at the end of the day, especially as parents, like we've just got to like fly by the seat of our pants.
You do. Yeah. You got to take the energy.
Like nobody has got time for that. Well, I appreciate you so much. I know you've got to run because you have another Zoom. I can't wait to see you in July. We're going to have a party. So bring your dancing shoes or your dancing feet or your dancing heels, whatever floats your boat. And thank you again. I love you so much.
I love you.
I appreciate you.
I love you. Thank you guys. Thanks for having me on. Bye, friends.
All right, guys, how exciting. Now, this is what I will say about this brand authority, right? There are moments where you're going to feel like you have nothing to offer as brand authority. Or maybe you're thinking in your head, I don't want to teach network marketing. I don't want to teach business. I'm not an expert chef. I'm not an expert on social media. I want you to know that you don't have to be an expert to build authority in a certain area. You sharing your gifts, you sharing your brain, what you learn, what you invest your time into, your passions, and just sharing that, your personality is the brand. When you look at Michelle, you see the pink, you see she's got this her hairstyle, right? Just draws you in right away, right? And then literally you look at her and her energy is contagious. Well, that's what I want you to understand, is that your brand energy will be contagious. The fact that I'm a mom, that I love high heels, that's part of my brand. And so we're really invested for the Slay Online Sales Summit. That's July 30th and July 31st. It's our virtual summit. We are really invested in helping you to understand branding in a bigger way, because your brand presence matters on social media. I don't care if you are messaging thousands of people a day. If your social media, where people make that first impression on you, where you make that first impression on people, you're looking at these people are coming, you're sending them messages, they come to your profile and your profile is like all over the place, you have a really big chance of them skipping past you and moving on. I took a video yesterday, actually, of my 2-year-old on TikTok swiping, and I was paying attention to things that she was stopping on and things that she wasn't stopping on. So for a 2-year-old, what was stopping her were babies, noises that had animals in it and bright colors, right? So spend some time looking into what are things that make you stand out on social media. What are some things? And we're really, again, we are going to really go in deep for the Virtual Slay Online Sales Summit. That's July 30th and July 31st. And here's the deal. We're going to teach you how to pose on camera. We're going to show you perfect selfie positions, great lighting, video skills. We are going all in with branding at the summit for network marketers and for online marketers. So it's $147 for a ticket. If you want me to text you the link right away, text the word event to that number right there, 561-437-6807 if you're in the US or Canada, and I will get it to you. If you're like, oh, I can't text you, I think it's slayonlinesalessummit.com. I think it's in the title above. So we've got some more incredible interviews that are going to be coming up. So make sure you turn the notifications on for this account so you don't miss any of the speakers that I'm going to be bringing to you pre the actual summit. So hopefully this was helpful. I love you guys. I have a TikTok summit I have to be on for today. So I will see you later. Bye. Ciao.